All right, well, thank you very much, Elise. Now, many people feel stress over the holidays, but perfectionists can feel the pressures of the season in a different way, setting unrealistic expectations to be the flawless party host. And the most thoughtful gift giver can impact one's stress, anxiety, and depression levels over the busy holiday season. Well, we're joined this morning by Simon Sherry, a registered psychologist and associate professor with the Department of Psychology at Dalhousie University. And yeah, it's certainly... Simon, it is a very stressful time of year, isn't it?
For all of us, and that may be especially true for those of us with a perfectionistic bent.
Yeah, why is that the case? Just undue pressure on themselves, I guess, or?
That's definitely part of it. For a perfectionist, good enough is never good enough. There's a compulsive striving to be perfect in nearly every domain of life.
So why do you think the holidays became such a competition?
Certainly, it's an opportunity for perfectionists to display their perfection to other people. So gifts, decorations, and the like become an opportunity to showcase one's perfect self to other people. And under those conditions, perfectionists can often be competitive, if not downright hyper-competitive.
Right, so the little, Griswold family Christmas going on there, a little too much at times, perhaps?
Certainly perfectionists are prone not just to doing things, but to over-striving. They have a personal requirement to do things perfectly.
All right, so if, we happen to have one of these perfectionists in our family or amongst our friends, how can we recognize some signs of stress?
Well, perfectionists can suffer from a chronic sense of dissatisfaction. They never really feel like they've hit their goals, and these are individuals who often generate a lot of stress in their life. So a marker you might be perfectionistic is if you're always feeling like you're falling short and dealing with a good deal of stress.
Right, so is there a time when we should suggest that maybe, some help be sought?
Absolutely. I think there is a line that some perfectionists cross wherein they do need some additional support. It's also important to realize that perfectionism is a double-edged trait. It can drive some people to tremendous success and maybe at another point in their life drive them to have some serious difficulties.
All right, so, if this is something that is affecting your life, what are some of the solutions that people could look at? Try and help them through it.
For perfectionists, there's often an initially large barrier where they're reluctant to seek help, because in seeking help, it's tantamount to admitting that they are in some ways imperfect. And so perfectionists are often quite shy about going forward and seeking help. But certainly there are many options that might be helpful to perfectionists, including contact with some sort of mental health professional, like a psychologist, psychiatrist, or other helping professional.
All right, so the best thing is just to try not to stress too much about it either way, right, when it comes to the holidays.
Perfectionists are prone to thinking catastrophically. They can make relatively small problems into seemingly large catastrophes. So certainly over the Christmas holidays, it'd be good if perfectionists could decatastrophize and simply accept the bumps, bruises, and imperfections of the holiday season.
Right. Okay. Well, listen, Simon, thanks so much for coming in. Really appreciate it. There's some great advice for you perfectionists out there. And now we're going to go to Elise, who is perfecting the weather.